Because of COVID-19, our voter engagement campaign was mostly done online or through phone bank or text bank. During our online campaign, we did a lot of Facebook Lives. We did informational Facebook Lives, we did community forums with experts on election topics, we did Facebook Lives during election day, and we did a virtual candidate forum.
I found out people really care about the environment. They really care about what's happening in their communities and how their communities are being affected by policy. It takes just one person in the community to care enough to reach out to everybody else, or just to do it, to serve as an example to everyone else. And I'm happy to be able to make media for people in my community.
In 13 of the 16 precincts we targeted, low propensity voters contacted by GCOC voted at least on par, but in most cases outvoted their precinct as a whole. Getting voters to the polls is our way of ensuring that our elected officials know that they are accountable to us, the voters. We will continue to build our organization and identify new leaders to work towards the common good of all.
Phone banks were really impactful. To have just that one-on-one interactions, even if it's for a few minutes, and just be able to explain to our community what is it that we're advocating for, and explain to them how impactful these kinds of things can be.
Through the Hustle Texting program, we were able to send out more than 38,000 texts to community members here in Harris County. That was text not only to provide information so that people could get registered to vote, but then also follow up with resources for registered voters. Through collaboration with other like-minded organizations, through a network, you really can accomplish something amazing.
And working with the Latin community, it's a very, very hard work, and it requires a lot of creativity. So it is very important to work with other networks of volunteers that work with the community constantly, and that they are also educating the community for future voting elections.
Because of COVID, we had to rely a lot more on phone banking and text banking, but I was happy that we were able to do voter registration in person at our food distributions. And I mean, it just really opened our eyes to how necessary online voter registration is here in Texas. Also, how much more education and how much more outreach we have to do to our neighbors here in Houston and Harris County.
And also because people were so motivated and so enthusiastic to turn out, because, you know, for years they haven't been actually reached out to by other campaigns. No one has actually spoken to them in their language or talked to them about the issues that matter to them most. And I'm so glad that we were able to, you know, really take the time to have those conversations and make those connections with voters, because that is what ensures that every single person turns out and goes out to vote.
Once we saw Harris County break the record for early voter turnout, we knew all of our collective work had paid off. One thing I can take away from working on elections and census is that our communities will make an effort to participate civically if they understand the impact and importance of their participation.
We continue to organize it because we want to make every effort to ensure everyone in our Asian community has access to vote.
You know, the League of Women Voters has been empowering voters and defending democracy for more than 100 years, and that includes work leading up to the November elections. But here's the thing, we couldn't do it without the partners that we have here in the Houston area. We are grateful for them, and we're grateful for donors and volunteers and members as well.
For election night, we hosted Loteria and Drag, an additional night not originally planned. To make this night more fun, we added drag queens in hopes of reaching the LGBTQ population. This event got the interest of national reporters that remained throughout the evening with us. One was from the New York Times. We're very proud of the work we accomplished in our venture.
Working with the caucus, you find out real quickly how impactful it is to be giving back to your community, to be working with your community, and to be on the front lines of making change in your community. I think that's one of the biggest takeaways the WSR got from doing the phone banking, giving rides, and organizing to help one another to all be able to participate in this effort. We made sure that everybody on our team could feel like they were having a huge impact on voting in this election.
United We Dream participated in putting on a Texas Sheriff's Candidate Virtual Forum in partnership with the Fuerza Texas Coalition, in which one of our Houston leaders was co-facilitator. This forum reached 155,273 people and was viewed 3,801 times.